Let's talk LSU recruiting. The Tigers, they've had an incredible offseason, currently sitting at number 3 overall in the On3 industry rankings, but LSU wants more, and of course they do. There's some important decisions going down this month. In this video, I got Shea Dixon from the Bengal Tiger to get his expert opinion on who could be the next LSU commitment. But before we get going, guys, make sure you guys are subscribed and locked in to the #1 recruiting channel on all of YouTube, the On3 Recruits channel. Go ahead, hit subscribe. All right, let's bring on Shea Dixon. Shea, this Thursday, August 8th, Lipscomb Academy safety CJ Jim Coyley is set to decide. But there's some competition here. It's Bama, LSU, Stanford, and Tennessee. How do you feel about Jim Coyley and his decision? Do you think this could be LSU's next commitment?
I think there's a good chance at it, and we may be talking here in a minute about maybe the only prospect who could beat him within that 48-hour time stretch. But yes, I think that all signs point to LSU here, and for a couple of reasons, Josh. Look, I've talked to CJ Jim Coyley a number of times. I can tell you his interest in LSU is sincere, and vice versa. LSU has been after CJ Jim Coyley this entire offseason. Remember, Brian Kelly cleaned house on defense, brought in a whole new staff. This staff has really prioritized the Nashville product in a big way. But throw in there this: not only do they need to rebuild this DBU image and are trying to reel in, top guys at corner and safety, and they've done so with DJ Pickett. They have a safety committed in Jace Thomas, a 4-star in Louisiana. Adding a guy like Jim Coyley only continues to kind of move things in the right direction. But his dad's from New Orleans. His grandma and them still live in New Orleans. Frank Wilson, obviously an ace recruiter for LSU, even more so in New Orleans, was on staff at O.P. Walker whenever CJ Jim Coyley's dad was in school there. So there is a lot of connections there. Family being down here, I think, is big for LSU. And he told me there was a stretch where it was LSU Stanford. So this is kind of a battle of academics and versus kind of the combination of that with football in the SEC. And he said the big thing for him was his mom seeing at LSU that the balance between academics and football would be enough for him. I think that everything there went well on the official visit. So yes, going into the decision, I'm on board with Chad Simmons, who put in the first On3 RPM pick in favor of any school, and that was LSU.
Yeah. All right. Well, the prospect that could beat him to the commit list, we're talking wide receiver Philip Wright III. This has been an interesting recruitment because he's from Louisiana, but he committed to Michigan in July. Then he attends Bayou Splash at the end of July. We hear some rumors. He decommits from Michigan on August 4th, and now he's trending to LSU. Shea, do you know what the timeline is on Philip Wright III and when he would like to have another decision?
Look, he's kept things pretty close to the vest here, Josh, in terms of when he could reveal something next. But as you noted, it's been a wild stretch. He committed to Michigan less than a month ago, and he had an LSU offer. Now, granted, Michigan had really been pressing him to be kind of a top wideout for him. Jacob Washington, one of his buddies, another New Orleans receiver, was committed to Michigan already. So they were able to get his commitment then. But LSU was only turning up the heat more after the month of June went by. He came in for camp, met with the coaches, and as you said, came back for the Bayou Splash. He went to Michigan for their recruiting event the following day, but 1 week later says, I'm reopening my recruitment. Now, Georgia and others are in it here, but look, LSU, a New Orleans area kid, and to take it even a step further, a Destrehan kid. We just talked about Jace Thomas being committed at safety. He's from Destrehan. When you think of Justin Jefferson and Jordan Jefferson, his brother at quarterback, all Destrehan guys. John Emery, Destrehan. A guy they signed last year, Kalaj Cobbins, Destrehan. So that's a program that has pipelined guys into LSU. So that's why you've seen this wave of On3 RPM picks come in favor of LSU. Now it's, when does he shut things down? I will say this. Most of these rising seniors at the school are shutting things down before their senior year starts. Destrehan's a school that's been to back-to-back state titles. So I would think that at any point now, Philip Wright could shut things down again.
All right, so we'll see who beats who to the commit list. All right, we can't talk wide receiver recruiting without mentioning Jamie French. He's the 5-star wide receiver out of Jacksonville, Florida, and he's set to decide at the end of the month. LSU got one of his final visits along with Miami that weekend. Do you like where the Tigers stand?
I think they're in this one. And look, we've talked about Philip Wright being a kid who could pop at any day. They've got Teron Francis, the #1 receiver in Louisiana, committed. They pulled a big surprise, right, with Derek Meadows, a guy a lot of people thought was going to Notre Dame for a long time. if you get a guy like Philip Wright on board, Josh, that's 3 receivers. And I think that they're shooting for 4. And right now, I don't think anyone makes more sense than Jamie French. His mom grew up here in the Baton Rouge area. She went to Southern for college here in Baton Rouge, and has a lot of family here still. And she told me that it's only 3 of them, including her and Jamie, that moved to Jacksonville. So, yes, there are connections. I also think that a lot of these other teams that have been in the mix kind of can all make a case for being that team that could end up winning out here, whether it be in Miami. We've seen Texas make big runs at different points, but LSU's always hung around here. I'm not ready to say they're the team out front, but I do think they're going to be in it here down the stretch. I don't know which direction it's going to go. I don't have an on 3 RPM pick in, but if I'm an LSU fan, I'm hoping that they get Philip Wright on board, because then you can swing for the fences. And if you miss on a guy like French, it's not the end of the world. You've recruited him well, but you've already got 3 commitments. That's a really solid place to be going into everyone's senior year. So it'll be one to monitor. Look, August 30th is his mom's birthday, so could it be a homecoming of sorts for her?
Yeah, we will see. LSU fans, the class is sitting at number 3 in the country right now, but there's still a little bit to go. Let us know, comment section below. Final touches. Who do you want to put on this LSU commit list before it's all said and done? Let us know. Comment section below. Shea Dixon from the Bengal Tiger. Thank you for dropping by the Inside Scoop today.
Anytime, Josh.
Well, you've made it to the end of today's video, but there's hundreds more videos on the On3 Recruits channel for you to check out. And also, while you're here, hit subscribe.